get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and they. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.
Welcome to another episode of Drinking After Dark, a podcast where we discuss random topics while having a few drinks. I'm your host, Darius, and as always, drink responsibly. And y'all make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Tonight, I have a very special guest with me. He's back for the second time. He was one of my very first guests I had on the platform, but now he's back again. He has a new album out, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But let me reintroduce him to the entire world, man, because everybody's going to see this. I'm hoping everybody sees this. Yes. He's one of the guys that believed in this platform in the beginning, and I'm glad he hit me up again because he wanted to come back on. I wanted him to come back on. Now we finally got him back on. Welcome back to the podcast. Drekokidd, what's going on?
What's happening, bro? I'm glad to be back, man. And I'm glad that you really established this podcast, bro. Like you came up with it out of nowhere. And I love what you're doing with it, man. And I support that 100%. So I am glad to be back. Yes, I did just drop a new album, man. It's called Right My Wrongs. Everybody is on all the platforms. If you're listening, like, go check it out. Like, I did my best on it. Like, I put a lot of work.
Yeah, it's I seen you've been doing it for a minute though. And
right now for audio engineering, and I'm here with my whatever.
Yeah, okay. Definitely, man. So it's like I've watched you since the first time we spoke, and I know you was talking about you was working on a new album and things like that. I think a couple of months ago when you hit me up and stuff like that, and now it's finished and everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to really getting into the album and stuff like that. But before we get started with that, I gotta give a huge shout out to my sponsor Joe Shakinab and Shakinab.com. Go visit Shakinab.com for services, monthly updates, and contact information. Once again, visit Shakinab.com, promoting leadership and scholarship.
Yes.
As everybody, yeah, definitely. As everybody know, usually I'm drinking on Crown Royal Vanilla mixed with Dr. Pepper Cream Soda, but because I've been outside today and it's 100 degrees out, I'm drinking on Powerade tonight. I can't do it. I can't do it today. Next week, if it's raining, hopefully rain will come in and cool this weather down some.
Oh yeah,
I'll get back to it. Oh yeah, it's been ridiculously hot outside. It's been even at nighttime, it's 90 plus at night.
Yeah, and humid, and it's like no better. Like that ain't even making it better. Like, oh God.
Yeah, definitely, man. So let's get into your album, man. Talk a little bit about your album, man, and some of the people that you worked with, the concept, the base of your album. Let's get into it, man. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, all right. This is cool actually, man, because I never really got to talk about the album, nor did nor did I have like a big crowd following me to, besides, personal family and friends about it. So I kind of like did it myself. I produced everything myself, engineered it. My good friend that I go to school with, he made my beats for me, and I was able to you know, just spit spit a lot of my life about it. It's kind of like how I go through the day to day. It's it's not for the children's eyes, honestly. For the children's ears. It's more about myself and me, just just rocking out, just partying, having fun, and just being me. And it's more like I was so original about it to where I don't sound like anyone. I'm not, although I have favorite artists that are mainstream, but it was more about myself and, what I go through. And, I went through a really bad breakup, and that was like a part of it too, if you really listen to it, it's like I went through a real bad breakup, and, it's gonna grab the people who, if you ever had your heart broken, man, like you will gravitate to that. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like I wanted to get people through that. That's why I'm like partying, like having fun, and just being myself, and saying whatever I want to say. But that's what it's pretty much about. Just touches on everything. On them type of feel.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And where can they listen to the album at?
You can find it like I've distributed through all the platforms. So honestly, I ask people, first thing I ask them, I say, what music platform do you listen to? They might say Pandora. Well, type me in on Pandora, Drekokidd without the spaces, Drekokidd, and I'll pop up on Google, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify especially, and YouTube Music. So you can just Google it and it'll pop up. You can listen to it anywhere.
Definitely, man. And how long did it take you to make this album?
Man, since the first podcast that you had made with Drinking After Dark, I started actually. It took me, I'm gonna say, because of the lack of materials and resources. It took, I ain't gonna lie, it took a year for real to make to really write it, and to find someone to produce the beats, and finding the time between life, school, and job, to squeeze in recording. So it took just taking my time. It took, I ain't gonna say a year, maybe like 10 months or so, just to get it how I want it.
Definitely. And any singles that you're gonna put out? Any particular song that you want people to listen to first, or?
Right now, my single that's out right now is called Cowboy Bebop. That's the one I want everybody to kind of gravitate to, because although it took a year to do this one, man, I got number two. I got another one coming out right now. Like, I'm finna probably drop him. Like, I'm not even finna make a release date. It just as soon as I complete it, I'm dropping out 2 albums back to back, 14 songs a piece, 30 songs. I dropped them, knocked them out, and not knocked them out quick, but this number 2. And the number 2 is called Galaxy, and it's, man, this one's gonna be very, very good too. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm staying with the same tempo, the same tempo, the same feel with when you're listening to it, but it kind of gives you a little bit more balance. My boy definitely put some good work into the beats and stuff, making it exactly how I am as an artist, you know what I mean? Which is cool. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop is the one I want everybody to kind of gravitate to right now. But although, skim through it and find your favorite and post that shit and let me know. I haven't done a video to any of them yet, though. because I want to see which one, gives me the most stats. You know what I mean? So which one is, yeah. And I'm gonna give it about. I'm gonna give it a 60-day run, 2 months. So around October, November, well, around August or September, expect like 4 or 5 videos come out of nowhere. Because that's what I'm working on next right now, some visuals. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And y'all go, man. Y'all check out the album, man. Y'all support Dreko, man. He's a hungry artist, talented artist, guy who is who's true to his craft. You could tell he really works hard on his craft. So y'all go check out the album. Y'all support it. Y'all tell y'all friends or family about his album. Once again, let the people know what the album is called so they can go check it out and let them know what platforms.
The one that's out right now is called Right My Wrongs. It's just Right My Wrongs. And the next one I'm coming out with is called Galaxy. And yeah, I want y'all to listen to Right My Wrongs though. Like that's where I'm coming out with, just about myself, my heartbreak, my come up, and then the Galaxy. I'm gonna take y'all to a whole nother atmosphere, I swear. Yeah.
Definitely. And if anybody, I know you was talking about you going to wait to see which songs that you want to, put visuals to and all that. If anybody wants to like compliment you or contact you or anything like that, where can they find you personally?
Okay. Good question there. Well, I'm on all the platforms. And I recently got my platform changed on Facebook or whatever. I got a profile account now. I don't know if you got yours, like became a partner with Facebook because of the views. But to contact me personally will be honestly through my email, which is my first name dot last name at Gmail, which is Darion.Browder27 @gmail. And if you want to contact me personally I usually write through email. Other than that, you can DM me on all the platforms such as Facebook and Instagram is the main ones I'm using. You can DM me through them for like features, bookings, or something like that. And I'm real good on the price because like I got a lot of major things that's happening behind the closed doors right now that, I ain't gonna discuss right now because I got to make sure it's all locked in first. But when they do, you know what I mean? That'd be the main way to contact me is through my email and through a simple DM,
Yeah, for sure, man. So if y'all feeling the album, man, y'all liking what y'all hearing, y'all could, like you said, y'all can email him personally or y'all can send a DM through Facebook and Instagram. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to be greatly appreciated. And a lot of people don't know this too. When you're working hard on your passion, something that you love to do, and you just hear compliments and stuff like that, that makes you keep going. That keeps you motivated to continue to do more and do more and more, and actually motivates you to get better too. So y'all go out there, man. Y'all check it out. Again, tell your friends and family about it, and send them emails, send them DMs, let them know what's your favorite, why is your favorite, and keep him motivated. Keep going. I know he's, like he said, he's been going through a lot over the past year, and this is only just the beginning of his come up. Let's put it that way. He's starting a new beginning. So let's go ahead and end this 2022 right. So he going to 2023 with a lot of motivation, focus.
Yeah. And good energy.
Good energy, so
good positive energy, man.
So you can ride that wave into 2023, man, and continue to make a name for itself. Because I'm gonna watch. I don't know if he wants to have me on the album. I don't do shit but talk. But either way it goes, I'm gonna be there.
I got you. I got you. I gotta put Drinking After Dark on there, man. Yeah. I gotta utilize it in some way, and it's gonna help. It's gonna bang out. We're gonna work it out. Definitely. With whatever I got next coming up. Like I'm already working on something else. That's my third one now. You know what I mean? And I got my boy right now working hard. You feel me? And
Yeah.
getting the school work done. You know what I mean? And I got school too, so I gotta finish that up. I should have my associates by the end of August. So
Okay.
that's coming up.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Man, it's a pleasure for you to have me on here again, though, for real, bro. And I love what you're doing. And keep up your good work too. And make sure y'all like and subscribe my boy channel. You know what I'm saying? Drinking After Dark, my boy. Bagwell.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Who's some of the influences, man? I know, music. A lot of people they're influenced by other artists. So, who's some of your
Yeah.
influences?
Oh shit! Right now, man, my influences and is I can say um it's all the upcoming artists right now. Like it ain't even nobody mainstream. Like I'm one of the ones that's trying to upcome. So like anybody new who come out, like somebody this comes from the simplest guy who drops his stuff on Instagram, and I just look at his video, of his snippet, and I like the sound, I like the music, I like to produce it. Like that's my drive right there. That's everybody who are doing their shit is the ones who are influencing me. So it's like, okay, I want to do it too, and I know I got the talent too. And it's all a matter of time. You know what I mean? And they give me my major boost. Everybody, you know.
Yeah, it's good that you looking at other artists on the come up too, because I
Yeah,
think a lot of times everybody's like
out for themselves.
not only out for themselves, but they're also looking up at people that's already made it, people that grew up listening
Well done,
to and
yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
like that, and you never really pay attention to like the person next to you because you so
Right,
focused on yourself. Is like, hey, yo, this dude might be the next so and so, or this woman might be the next so and so. So it's like,
right.
just pay attention because there's a lot of artists out there. There's a lot of starving artists that's working hard to make it to the top, doing it the right way. I should say that. That's
Yep.
very important. Doing it the right way. They're not cheating the process.
Just marketing
Anything.
themselves and putting good work together. That's a perfect example of who I'm looking at. And I'm like, yeah, invest in yourself and then push it. That's the influence right there. It's like, dang, he invested himself and he's been going consistent, or she, because there's a lot of female artists too. You heard about old girl that just got signed with Gotti.
Yeah, I heard that.
Dang, gave her $500,000. Oh damn. Well, my boy had a technical difficulty, so I'm pretty sure he'll be right back on here. Uh, I'm gonna take over the Drinking After Dark podcast. Your boy Drekokidd. Oh, I think my boy back. I think he back. But other than that, we just had a technical difficulty. But yeah, we had a quick commercial. But now we're back from our commercial break, and we
Yeah, I'm
back.
back. My
Yeah,
bad.
it's
I
all
got a
good, man.
I had a phone call. My bad, y'all. It
Nah,
came
it's
in.
all
I call it
good.
back a little later.
It's all good. You edit this stuff when you get done, don't you? You
Man,
should edit it, put some little stuff in it, man. Like some,
I like
you
to
know,
keep it natural. I ain't
natural.
gonna lie.
Ah, okay, yeah. Okay, bet,
That's
for
what I like
sure.
to do. I like to keep it natural. But
Yeah,
um, yeah, everything good, man. Everything's good. Yeah, it was
cool.
actually a phone call that like I said, I'll call him back right after this is over with. But yeah, I heard about old girl that got signed to Yo Gotti.
Yeah, that's nice. $500,000 on the jet with a
Yeah.
bunch of juries, and I don't know what's in the contract or the details, but man, big ups to that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. And
Yes.
that's man, that's driving right there. Now it's like, man. And then Yo Gotti, he based out of where we at, Tennessee. So, you know, I'm hoping to merge on to something like that. Like I can only imagine, you know.
Yeah, that's actually it was kind of funny because I was like, why did that girl look familiar? And I was like, oh, so Gotti signed. That's old girl with no, y'all don't know she went viral and stuff like that. And
I don't know who she is.
I just know she went viral, just picture wise. I don't know what song it was, but I know she went viral, and I guess Gotti saw it, signed her, everything like that. So it's, this, you just be amazed what the internet can do for you, and stuff like
definitely.
that. Now the hard part is now you're signed. Can you sustain that?
Maintain it. Yeah.
That's gonna be the hard part because anybody could have a song or a video that blows up, but now when you
don't do nothing with the money, you gonna be back where you started. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
So
why I try to play myself very carefully on all of my moves when I make them financially like that. You know what I mean? Especially something that can financially change your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, that's the hard part is maintaining it. Honestly, the easy part is getting the viral, getting known, and getting the contracts in your face and what you want to do. To me, yeah.
Yep, definitely, man. I was going to ask you something. Have you watched the last versus battle they had?
Between who?
So it was like it was like two battles going on one night. They had the pre versus and the actual main event. So the pre versus was Bobby Valentino and Ray J versus Pleasure P and Sammy. And then the main event was Omarion versus Mario.
Mariah.
And I don't know if you've seen it. I
ain't
watched
seen that.
I wouldn't even waste your time to have you go on YouTube and watch it because it's like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And it's I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what's going on with R&B artists today.
Yeah.
It's not a good look at all for them.
Man, I mean, on there looking crazy. On there looking silly.
Man, it's the first battle, it was just all over the place. There was no control. You got these dudes talking shit nonstop. Like just sing your song, move on,
right?
And stuff like that. Then also, the main event. No, wait. Before I go to the main event of Mario versus Mario.
First off, who won out of that? Cause
which one?
Omarion and Mario.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that.
Right.
So Sammy basically was singing Ray J songs, and Ray J was missing notes like crazy. He basically went viral because of that battle. I mean, a couple of times it was just
because he missed some notes.
He missed some notes.
It probably wasn't on purpose.
But the thing about it is, when it comes to R&B singers, it's like it used to be back in the day, like dudes could sing live, and it's like they're hidden. You could tell the difference between a singer and an entertainer. Pleasure P, he's hold on, let me see.
Pleasure P, that guy though, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna play.
Yeah. Pleasure P, he had a lot of those songs and everything.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to me that he really didn't get to perform so many because they were just talking like nonstop. Like, get to your song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. Just get to it. And it was just all over the place. They didn't want to leave the stage or nothing like that. It was just all over the place. Now get to a Marion and Mario. Boy, now I'm gonna be okay.
I don't know though, man. They played in the movies together. They was on songs together. Then they battling.
So Mario won by a landslide, which is crazy because what's crazy about it is Marion had not only his own individual albums and a lot of singles on those albums, he also had B2K songs, right?
Yeah.
This man was. We know he's not a singer like that compared to Mario. Mario is a
Right.
singer.
Yeah.
So basically, what Mario was basically trying to, yeah. So basically, what Mario was trying to do was, no, he had his dancers. He was performing like it was a concert.
Like it's something. What's it? Step the artisan, stepping.
You got served. Basically,
you got served.
and then this nigga and his brother brought out some watermelons and started
eating watermelons on stage.
No, they were performing like sexual acts with the watermelons to insinuate that, some stuff. But I'm thinking like, dude, you just dropped the stock price of watermelons so much because of that. And not only that, but COVID's still going around. So you handing these girls the watermelons.
The stock price of watermelons. Yeah, nobody wants to get a watermelon now because of what you did with it.
Yeah, after he said, I was like, man, I ain't touching no doggone watermelon. That's ridiculous. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
What it was like, just all in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was doing.
That video.
That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, and I hate to say this. Omarion brought two people on stage. He brought Tank on stage. Tank is a great singer, right? He brought Tank on stage. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm going to talk about Jeremiah. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Why?
Oh, my gosh. This man got on stage. Omarion brought him out. He had this dude singing. First off, it was just so bad. The voice, whatever he was trying to do, it hurt my ears so bad. Just matter of fact, just go and just if you can find just the clips of it, do that. Man, I tell you right now, it was just all over the place. And Mario basically outsang pretty much everybody on the whole show because he's a singer for real, right? Yeah. And Omarion, he's an entertainer. But he was also throwing shade. Yeah, he was also throwing shade at J Bug, Fizz, and who's the other?
Out of the B2K.
Yeah, B2K.
Come on, bro.
Raz B. So he was like throwing shade at them too, calling his backup dancers and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, this is what y'all got going on.
Publicity, man. Clout. Not good clout.
But I've always known, in my opinion, when B2K first came out, I said, I'm not going to count Lil Fizz because Lil Fizz is the rapper of the group. Yeah, so I'm not going to count him. But I kind of knew, like, these boys really can't sing like that.
Nah, it was more of the dance in the video. The choreography.
That's all it was. That's all it was. Pretty boys dancing, got great.
Then they did the movie and got blown. Yeah. Big break. Then that's where they credited the wealth through that movie.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it is like, it used to be that every person in a group could sing, right? That's how it used to be. And you know this from the 60s all the way up to like late 90s, early 2000s. Yep. Everybody in a group could sing.
So, because everybody does their part when they sing. Yeah.
Now it's like, if you just get a lead singer who looks good or they could somewhat sing, and everybody else could dance and they could have great production and, catchy songs and all of that, it's like
R&B. Yeah.
That's when R&B really changed.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have, let me see, who's some of the great singers and dancers? Like you have
right now, John Legend. John Legend is a good singer. To me, Mariah Carey, she has a very beautiful voice. Whatever happened to Alicia Keys? She's a good voice. She has a good voice.
Yep.
Yeah, out of the males, I would say
Tank can still sing. Tank is a
good, man. Yeah, he is good. I love his work.
You have Tank, you have Joe, you have Genuine, you have
Joe, Genuine.
Who else? Who else is even some of the old school acts? I mean, you still got Boyz II Men, Avant. You got what's that group? Silk. They still out here doing their thing.
Yeah.
So
LSD.
So you have a lot of New Edition, even though you have like really out of the group, you know, half of them could sing, the other half, you know, really, how many of them can actually sing? 4? Yeah, 4 of them out of the group can sing. The other 2 are rappers, but they can sing in harmony. They can sing in harmony though.
Right, harmonize.
But you know, those days are pretty much over with because it's really all about what could sell, what's catchy, and you know, is this person marketable now? Right. More so than anything else. And that versus battle really exposed a lot. You know, they were talking about it.
It does, though. It does. It makes you think, like, damn, this is what I was listening to before.
Because you don't think about it.
It's also a trap, too, for entertainers, too, man, because it'll give you either good or bad publicity. And you know. But it's really a trap for y'all. I mean, but it's entertaining to us, though, as people looking at it. You know, getting a laugh at it. But I ain't gonna lie, I get a laugh at it. I got a laugh at the Bow Wow, so bullshit. That's the best of all time.
Which one, the Bow Wows and Soulja Boy?
Mm-hmm.
that was entertainment in a good way.
Yeah,
because you know funny. they had nothing but hits. You could tell they still have love for one another. They support one another and all of that.
Yeah, that is like something for everybody to, you know, get off to, you know.
But yeah, this last one, it was like I sat there, me and my wife watched it. 4 hours went by. I was like, all right, man, when y'all gonna wrap this up?
Man, wasting my life. 4 hours of my life now.
And then, because at first I'm thinking like the first battle probably gonna be an hour, then the second battle is gonna be like another hour, right? Yeah. But the key to the verses is you have to have like 20 hits, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself like, outside maybe Omarion and maybe Pleasure P.
I ain't got 20 hits. Come on.
Well, if you factor in B2K and his singles, so it's everything that you've done. So all the stuff that you worked on, whether it was your album, group's album, or songs that you were featured on, that's how you get the 20. Yeah. But even then, I was like, so basically, we're just putting together, you know, people that we grew up seeing and all of that, and you realize, like, man, this really can't sing like that, or you know,
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't blinded to the fact. I don't know, me being a guy, I kind of knew when this group first came out. I'm like, great dancers,
right?
But
great dancers, yeah.
But I never heard Raz B or J Bug sing at all. My wife claims she did. I'm like, babe, I haven't even heard him sing. The only person I've heard was Omarion, and even with that, I'm thinking like
J Bug. Yeah, I don't think he did nothing. No, he never sang, bro.
Yeah. So
he just like a backup singer or something.
Yeah, he was probably the best dancer in the group. I mean, out of all of them, most likely. But yeah. So I'm gonna leave B2K alone. But Mario was just singing circles around the Marion. It was just straight vocals. It wasn't even a competition. And here's the crazy thing. He was singing songs that from his albums that nobody really paid attention to or heard of. Yeah. And those songs was going harder than what Omarion was bringing to the table.
Damn.
So it's all in the voice. I mean, he's a singer. Like, that's what he do. Like, he's a vocalist. Yeah. When you give him in a live setting, he's going to kill it. And you got a lot of guys, when they go on tour, it's all about the show. So that's the difference in the two right there. But yeah, go check it out. And I guarantee you it's going to be like, whew, it's tough.
Oh, God, I am going to check this shit out.
It is tough.
I'll definitely go check that out.
Pleasure P saying, I am Pretty Ricky. I was like, man, y'all throwing shade on the
Man,
whole groups and all that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all, I don't know
y'all
what's
should be
going
together
on.
now, and y'all should be locked in. Everybody better to see all of y'all locked in. You know what I mean? It'll be more
Right.
of a reunion for us. You know what I mean?
And
Grown up.
before I let you go, there's been talks about Usher versus Chris Brown.
Oh,
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that's been like the most requested of all of them. And let's just say hypothetically, they were to do a versus. Who do you think will win and why?
Usher off top, man. He's more seasoned. He has, like, man, all you gotta do is pull out Confessions. All those songs on Confessions, like, you can go from track 1 to the end, bro, and they all are hits. Chris Brown, he does good to me on features. Him by himself, and it's hard. He got a few good songs, but I'm leaning more towards Usher, man. Like, he has good music. Really good music.
So I'm agree with you. I think the big difference is that Chris Brown he does great features. To me, he only has one true classic album, which is his first album that he came out with. That whole album is still amazing to this day.
Yeah.
But you bring up Confessions by Usher. Let's not forget My Way, A701.
Lil Jon, yeah. Come on,
So
bro. We was on that, man. Come on, bro.
so
He's a seasoned man, man. He's a good artist. Good singer.
and that's just 3 albums. We ain't talking about his very first album he did when he was about 13. Self-titled debut, Usher. You know, he had Think of You, Call Me a Mac, Can You Get With It? I mean, all those songs.
He's seasoned, bro. So that, I mean, it's a good matchup, I guess.
I think it'll be a great matchup too. And it's also going to be a generational thing as well, because our generation, we listened to Usher growing up, and we also remember when Chris Brown came out. We were in high school when he came out, so he's like our age group. So, but like I said, there's a difference between having hits and having classics.
Yeah,
Chris Brown has a lot of hits. I don't think he has many classics compared to Usher, right? So
that's a good way to break that down too, bro. Perfect way to break it down, because Usher got the classics, shit that will always ring. Yeah, Brown got the hits though.
But you brought up Confessions. I think Chris Brown's best song he's ever done compared to Usher's best song, and I don't know how you're gonna say which is Usher's best song, because it's way too many of them.
I can't pick one. Not
because like you said, with Lil Jon and Ludacris. You have Confessions Part 2. You have other songs like My Way, Nice and Slow.
Yeah.
Oh
man, my grandma was listening to that, Nice and Slow. Yeah, he got classes.
You make me wanna.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a lot, and it's like I think it would be closer than what people make it out to be, but it's really a head-to-head, round by round. So it's gonna be hard for both of them really to really come with something like to combat whatever they're bringing to the table first. So I just think that when it's all said and done, I think Usher is gonna, if they really was to keep score, I think Usher will pull away.
Yeah.
And there's some songs that Chris Brown, I mean, when you think about that first album, you have Run It, but Yo was basically that made that album, right?
Yeah.
And of course you have songs like Poppin', which wasn't a single, but it was one of the best songs on the album and all of that. And like I said, both of them are very fortunate to work with great producers.
That too.
along the way.
Sound great on them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they've been fortunate to work with great producers, and both guys are talented singers. Both of them can actually sing. Both of them can actually dance.
Yeah.
So it might be probably the greatest show.
The greatest
Verzuz has ever put together.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be one of those situations that people will tune into. They just got to do it on the weekend though. They can't do it during a weeknight. Doing on a Saturday night, people will be tuned in, and it'll probably happen. It'll probably happen, and hopefully it'll make it work. Hopefully they come to something, because a lot of the stuff they put together, it was like, all right, do we ask for this? Did we ask for this? No, we really didn't. No. So
it's gonna be awesome though. I can't wait to look at that. I'm definitely checking that out.
Definitely. Well, we're coming to the end of the episode. Dreko, man, I really appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the last word, man. Just let everybody, let them know about the album, where they can find it at, and some of the things you have going on in the future and stuff like that, and anything else that you want to say. I mean, the floor is yours.
What's happening? It's your boy Drake. Put it down with my boy Bagwell and Drinking After Dark, man. Thank you for having me on this podcast again, man. My album is out, Right My Wrongs, all platforms. Go check it out. Also, go like and subscribe my boy page on YouTube and all other platforms. It's only going to get greater from here. And thank you for having me on again, brother. And thank you for Drinking After Dark with us.
Appreciate that, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And once again, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Also, too, real quick before we go, if you want to advertise or sponsor Drinking After Dark podcast, just DM me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll give you details. Dreko, once again, I thank you for coming on. Much success to you. I pray, everything comes full circle for you in the future and everything like that. So just keep working hard, and I guarantee you, you're going to see the benefits of your hard work. But until next time, people, this your boy Darius from Drinking After Dark podcast, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Gotta get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid, and then let's get to the money. Get to the money.